Good morning, dear listeners. Today we continue with a new episode of the Seven Laws of Reality and Beings podcast series, which is part of the No Age Ontology channel. And today we speak and introduce again about the ripening of different karmas, which is connected to the law of cause and effect and the principle of cause and effect. We already spoken before about this principle, but it's a very important principle, the main principle of the seven principles of reality. And so we are going to continue on a few podcasts about this. And so today just like to point out about the ripening of different karmas. So the law of cause and effect is often spoke as the law of karma in some spiritual traditions like the Buddhist, Hindus traditions, and some other traditions of the East. Now the concept is quite well known also in the West, but many misconceptions about this have arisen in the West especially. Because it's a very big topic and it's a very difficult topic actually. Although in science or in our culture of the West, cause and effect it's spoken about in many contexts, also physical situations, like plant a seed, get a plant. That's our view of it. But on the existence of samsara, of the wheel of repeated existence within time, this is not so straightforward. Nevertheless, there are a few general rules about the ripening of different causes of different karmas, which is the cause of actions. Basically, karma means action in Sanskrit. Karma means actions because actions are by doing actions with our body, speech and mind, we create causes which bear an effect or multiple effects in the future. Now, so this is what it means when we speak of the law of cause and effect related to karma. So the first is the certainty of the result of the cause or the causes, which means that unless it meets a hindrance or one purifies a negative action or a negative cause or a set of negative causes or neutralizes with the positive actions, positive karmas, positive causes of the same nature and weight, the result will never disappear until the right circumstances for its ripening present themselves. Connected to this is the fact that the passing of time does not wear off a karmic cause, so it does not wear off a karma. Although there is always a chance to change or do not experience its results by completely purifying it or counteracting with a primary cause of an opposite nature, it's very difficult, it's impossible to trace back different multiple infinite causes that give rise to an event. It's because it's infinite in scope. Not even a computer or an artificial intelligence the size of the whole universe could calculate and trace back all the different causes that have given rise to an event. So it's not that straightforward. And even though we would like to have it like very clear and simple, we do something, we get a result. Although this is true, but it can take an infinite length of time depending on circumstances. So the second rule is the ripening, that which is the increase of result, which means that from small action a large result can follow. So something small can give rise to something big, but this can also mean that many causes can sort of match to give rise to a single result. or one cause can give rise to many results. And the third is that if one is not committed a certain action, one will not experience its results. So even if the secondary circumstances present themselves, but there is nothing to ripen, so it cannot be ripening because there is nothing there to ripen. But one still experience the effect of planned actions, which didn't actually commit in person, but told someone else to do. So that's also part of the experience. Having said this, because according to the Hermetic teachings, Buddhism, other spiritual teachings, there have been infinite lifetimes for each sentient beings. It's very difficult to know what we have set in motion in the past. It's extremely difficult. It's almost impossible to know. So we have to bear in mind that even though it seems like a kind of chance that things ripen depending on causes, but it's very difficult to know what causes have been planted in the mind stream. So it's extremely difficult to trace it back. So each event, it's related to causes and conditions. And so this is all for now. In the next podcast we will speak about how karma actions ripen as an effect in 4 different ways. Okay, this is all for now. More details can be found in the books. There is the 7 Laws of Reality and Being book, and also the No Age Ontology book. Thank you for listening.